This is Looming Roach, and today we're going to make my inverted Flower Burst bracelet. So this bracelet is a variation that I made of Justin Toy's Flower Burst. And so this is the front, and this is the back side. So here, without further ado, let's start. For this tutorial, we're going to need our rainbow loom over here. So you only need one rainbow loom with a V formation. And then, so for one loom, you can make about 6 bursts. Oops, not focusing. You can make about 6 bursts. Okay, so you just need one loom and then you put an extension at the back. And then you also need your rainbow loom hook and some bands. So for today, I'm going to be using I Love Hue Shop's bands. Yeah, I'm going to be using their taffy pack for this. So I do hope that you check them out on Instagram at I Love Hue Shop over here and check out their awesome collection of bands. They also have a channel here on YouTube, and I do hope that you check it out because my friend Jace Alvarez is also doing some tutorials. He's also called the Lex Tutor. I think it's so funny. So anyway, let's start. Let me just prepare my bands and I'll be back after a few seconds. Okay, let's start placing our bands. So the first bands that we're gonna be placing are the perimeter bands here. Okay, so we need to form hexagons. So for that, I'm going to be using the purple taffy band. So again, you start from, just like your regular flower burst, you start from the middle pin bar to the first. And you do the same on the other side. Okay. Then you move up. I like starting from the left so it's uniformed. And then you move here to the center. And then you also do that on the other side. So here, let me show it so closer. Okay, and then here. So basically, we're just gonna form this hexagon until we reach the end or the top. So my next color will be green. So again, from the middle to the side, going up, okay, and then going in to the center. I'm shooting in the office again, so I'm so sorry you're gonna hear my colleagues. Okay, so from here to here. And then you move up, okay, and then go in again. So we're just going to repeat this pattern until we reach the top. I'll be back after a few seconds to finish this. Okay. Okay, sorry. Hey everyone, I'm back and I'm finished placing all the bands to the top. Okay. So after that, your loom should look like this. Okay. So let's push down our our bands. It's gonna be easier to place bands if the previous bands that you placed have been pushed down. Okay. So yes, you've guessed it, we're gonna be placing our flower burst bands, and I'm sure most of you who've done the flower bursts already know how to make this. So let's start from here at 2 o'clock, and then 4 o'clock, and then 6 o'clock, 8 o'clock, oops, 10 o'clock, and then 12 o'clock. Okay, so basically you just do that until you reach the top. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12 o'clock. So I'll be doing this off camera since it's an easy part. I'll do this off cam and I'll be back after a few seconds to show you the next step. Okay guys, I'm back and I'm finished placing all my flower burst bands up to the top. Okay, after this we're going to be placing our cap bands. So the cap bands I'll be using are the color of the perimeter bands that I used. So for example, for this one, I'll use a purple cap band. So just put it here at once. Since I used purple perimeter bands, I'll use purple in the middle. And again, we do this on the second one. I'll be using a green one since the perimeter band is green. And on the third, I'll be using an orange one. Oops. Okay. Fourth, a yellow one. Fifth, a red one. And the sixth, another purple one. Oops. Okay, after that, your band should look like this. Or I mean your loom should look like this. Okay. And now we're ready to loop it up. So you turn it over. Okay. So the first step in looping is to make slip fish stitches for the flower burst. So what you do is you go through the capping band and then you grab the first band on top, loop it back to itself, and then you grab the lower band over here, and then you loop it up. So you make this. Again, you go in, get the top band, loop it back to itself, and then you grab the lower part and make a slip fish or slip stitch. And then again, you go under, get the top band, loop it back to itself, grab the lower band and loop it back up. And then you grab it again, go in the cap band, and then loop it back to itself, and then grab the lower green and loop it back up. Okay? Okay, do it again. Loop it back to itself, grab the lower one and loop it back up. Go in again, loop it back to itself, and make a slip stitch or slip fish back. So your bands should look like this. I mean your loom should look like this. But we're not yet done. Okay? This will only be done for the first hexagon that we make. For the next one, the next ones up to the top, this is how we're going to do it. So you go through the capping band, the red one, you grab the first orange band. Oops. Wait. So sorry. I forgot to hold the capping band. Okay, while looping. Okay, so go through the cap band, grab the first orange band, and loop it back to itself. We're not gonna make a slip stitch on this. We're gonna start making the slip fish or slip stitch on the next peg. Loop it back to itself. Sorry. And then grab the lower one and make a slip stitch. Do it again on the next. Then again, loop it back to itself. And again, loop it back to itself. And the last one, loop it back to itself, and then grab the lower one and make a slip fish stitch. Okay. So I'm gonna do this one more time with you, and then I'm gonna pause the video and finish this until I reach the top, and then I'll be back after a few seconds. So again, go through the capping band, grab the first band on top, loop it back to itself, grab another one, loop it back to itself, and then grab the lower one and make a slip stitch, and then loop this one back to itself and make a slip fish stitch, and then this one again, grab the next band, loop it back to itself and loop it up and then again loop it back to itself and loop it up. Okay, so I hope you got that. I'll be back after a few seconds. I'll just finish the bracelet. I just finished the looping step. Okay guys, I'm back and I've done doing the flower burst slip stitch. So the next, this is how your loom should look like. I'm sorry, I forgot to show it. Okay. Please make sure not to do the slip fish or slip stitch on this peg. Okay, the last one. Okay, so our next step is to get your bands. Let's start with this top one. You always start at the top. You grab one band and put it here, just from your middle peg to the 12 o'clock. So you put the color of the perimeter band that you used. So for this it's purple, and then for the next one it's green. You skip one and then the green, and then you skip one again and then it's orange. Oops. And then you skip one again, then it's purple, and then the next one is, yes, you guessed it, red. And the last one is purple. Okay. The next step is to get another band that's the color of your perimeter, which is minus purple, and then you stretch the band all throughout the 6 pegs. So stretch it all around here. See that? Okay. And then you grab a green one, it's the next color, and then you do the same. So it's gonna overlap on the 12 o'clock peg. See, there's overlapping. And then again, you grab your orange band for the orange one, and then you loop it again. You put it around all 6 pegs. Okay, and then you grab the yellow one, you put it around all 6 pegs, and then you grab the red one and put it, I'm so sorry for the noise, we're a bit busy today, but I just squeezed in this tutorial. Okay, and then the last one is the purple one, so you loop it around all 6 pegs. So after doing that, your loom should look like this. So there's the first band that you placed, and then the next one is around here. Okay, so now we're gonna go back to looping. Okay, so the first step is to grab the green band and loop it up, place it on the middle, and then again you grab it, go under the band that we stretched on all 6 pegs, loop it back, and then you grab the other side, and then you loop it there. You go under, see? You go under, and then you loop it up, going to the middle peg. Okay. And then here you go under again, and then you loop it up, going to the middle peg. Okay. So it should look like this. After that, you go through the middle and you grab the purple band that you placed and loop it back to itself. See? So this is how it should look like, just for the first hexagon. Okay? And then the next step is you go through here, go through the red, through the orange, the first orange band, and you grab the lower one. Okay? And loop it back up. I hope you saw that. Let me focus it. Okay. So now it's looped up. This is the lower part of the band of this orange one. Okay? And then you do the same. That's the only different thing. So we do the same. We grab the orange band and loop it to the middle. And then you grab this orange band, loop it to the middle. And this one, loop it to the middle. Push it down. And then you grab this band and loop it to the middle. Okay? So once you've got that, you go through the middle and you grab the red band, loop it back up to itself. That was the band that we placed just from here to here and then from here to here, just to hold it in. And then now, I hope you can see this properly, you go through the yellow band, this one, the band that goes around all 6, and then you go through the top part, this part, you go through that. Okay. Can't really see it. Okay, here, it's a better angle. Go through here, go through the first purple one, and then you grab the second purple band, and then you loop it back up. Okay? So once you've looped that, you just go through here, grab the purple band and loop it back up. Sorry. Grab the other purple band. Oh, sorry. Here. Loop it to the middle, and then here again. It's best to have a uniform kind of looping. Okay. Then once you've got that, you go through the middle and you grab the yellow band. Okay. So I'll be back after a few seconds. I'll just finish this up to the top, and I do hope that you get to follow it. Okay, I'll be back. Okay guys, I'm back and we're already on the last peg. So before you loop the purple band, what you do is you go under and you grab the yellow band on top and you loop it to the middle. Then you go through the middle bands and then you grab the purple one. And then you loop it back up to itself. So after doing that step, your loom should look like this. Okay. The next and final step is to put the capping band. So for this I used purple, so I'm going to put a purple capping band over here. And then you just loop the perimeter bands. So you go through here, go through this, and you grab the first band on the left and loop it. Oh, so sorry. And okay. Here, just focus my camera. Okay. And you loop it back to itself. And then go through this and you get the lower band, and you loop it back up to itself, and then you just loop it back up to itself, and you do the same on the other side. Grab it, loop it back to itself, and then grab it again, loop it back to itself. Okay, and then you go through here, you grab the first red band, loop it back to itself, and again loop it back up to itself and back up to itself. Okay, and then you go through here again and you do the other side. Grab it, loop it back to itself, grab it again, loop it back to itself, and grab the last one and loop it back to itself. So basically you're just going to do this until you reach the top. I'll just finish that off camera since it's just an easy step, and I'll be back after a few seconds. I'm back and I finished looping all the perimeter bands, so your loom should look like this. Okay, and now we're ready to lock it up. So first you go through here and you grab the same color of the perimeter band, put it here. Oops. Okay, and then you put it in and then you hook it up. And now we're ready to pull it off of our loom. The bands are stretchy enough and they're not really tight, so it's easy to pull them off of the loom. Okay, now, so here is your inverted flower burst bracelet. So all you have to do is put the extension. So what you can do is just put it here and make a loop and grab another one. Make it as colorful as possible. So grab another, loop it back up. You can use any method of putting extensions. You put it here, you loop it inside, and then loop it back to itself. So you can do about like 5 or 6 extension bands and then you're done. All you have to do is hook on the C-clip, over here, and then you hook it up on the cap band that you made on the other side, the other end, so here. And there you have it. Oh, sorry. And there you have it, your inverted flower burst bracelet. I do hope you like the tutorial. I'm sorry, it's not focusing. I do hope you like the tutorial, and hit the like button below and follow me on Instagram. It's at Looming Roach, and I hope to upload more tutorials within the week. Thank you. Bye.